Testing! 1, 2, and 3. It is I, Manolo the Monkey Olo. I'm here to tell you why VRChat is a great place to grow. Yeah, I see you over there looking at me. You get closer here. Here, fucking sprint at me, please. Come here. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, let me tell you why VRChat, despite what the rest of the world, despite what the rest of the internet says about VRChat, why it's a great place to grow as a person. So you probably already know, most of the internet is like VRChat is troll infested, there's terrible people everywhere, and you're not entirely wrong. Here's the thing I think a lot of people are forgetting. You can't get physically hurt on here. It's all emotional. It's all emotional bullshit. And you know what's the best part of that? It's so much easier to grow from that. You know, like, okay, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, it sucks. This person called you an asshole. This person said, oh, your voice is stupid. Well, guess what? I'm not dead. I can still learn to love my voice. I can still learn to be less awkward. I can still learn, well, how to be better socially. Hello. So, you know, like, VRChat's great, you know, in that regard. And there's good people here, too. It's just, you know, they're kind of harder to come by because the negativity usually likes to present itself very up in front, you know? So what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do with a growing VRChat? Well, you live and learn, as the great words of Sonic the Hedgehog, the game's OST said once. If someone's being an asshole and you now know that they were an asshole to you, stick to your gut. Look at it. What were the signs? What could you learn from that experience so it doesn't happen to you again? And then next thing you know, you're not dealing with that kind of jerk anymore. You're not dealing with the jerk. But then you do it again. And then now, you're not dealing with that kind of jerk either. And then you look at these people and like, how the fuck are they still dealing with these jerks? Well, you know what? They didn't really learn from it. They just had it happen and thought, oh, I guess all of humanity is just terrible like that. But no, it's not true. See, the problem is, a lot of the negative people are more willing to spread that negativity. They're more willing to just go up to you, because they don't care anyways. So, you know, they're already dead inside. They don't care if you're going to call them an asshole. So they're more willing to go up to someone, be an asshole, and then, like, they don't really lose much from it, because they have nothing else to lose on the inside. They're dead in there. But you're not. At least I hope you're not. So you can, like, yo, you now have that knowledge. You can use that to your advantage. See, you can spread positivity like no one else on VRChat. If you know who you are and you're confident in yourself, then these trolls can't affect you. Because that's what they go for. They're trying to find the insecurity and dig at it. And then you don't have that insecurity because you're confident, you know who you are, you know what people like about you, you know who could go back to and enjoy yourself with and really appreciate those really good friends, you know. Then that random jerk going up to you being like, hey, why do you sound like that? Who the fuck cares? I'm just a happy monkey. Oh, you sound like Mickey Mouse? Oh, well, thank you, I guess. I don't know why you're trying to make that sound like a bad thing, but you know, like, they can't affect you anymore. And then here's the cool thing. You can help the people that they can still affect. So I'll do this. I'll still go in the public worlds. And I'll go in there and help the new users who don't know you get age verified and go to like less chaotic public worlds to be more chill people. And like, it's nice, you know? It's nice that I can do that. But it is a lot! It really is. There are so many fucking trolls in those public worlds. It's like, oh my god, they're like fucking sharks. They're like, the content. Content? Oh, content. Can I ask you a question? That's what they're like in there, man. They need to take a fucking chill pill and maybe do a different kind of video. Because Jesus freaking Christ, you're oversaturated in your own genre. Get in there, man. It's not worth it. It's not even worth the fucking negative emotions. I don't know why. Man, these people truly are dead inside. It's really sad. Oh my god, man. I mean, like, for real. When you have that confidence, they can't affect you anymore. You're free. You're free to be cringe without cringe because you're actually confident. And then people think that's cool. You know what's good about you. And if someone truly cared about you, they would bring up something that might be important that you need to work on in a very personal, caring way. They're not going to be the guy who goes up to you in VRChat like, hey, can I ask you a question? And they sound like they're so dead inside, like they're lung deflated, like Chills, who does top 15s. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. Yeah, remember that guy? Start to learn on here, like who are the people you should listen to, and who are the people who are just jackasses who have given up on life. But here's the other thing too. So, you know, a lot of people forget that on the other side is a person somewhere out there in the world. And because it's VRChat, it can be anywhere in the world. And because it's VRChat, it's more personal. You have more of an impact than you would on like a Twitter post. It's like, you can tweet, don't be an asshole on Twitter. It's like, oh, yeah, sure, thousands of people saw it, cool, awesome. But like, is anyone really gonna be affected by that? They don't hear your passion in your voice. They don't see your movement, how expressive, how much it means to you. Don't be an asshole. And then in the reply, use something like specific to make people upset. Like, don't be an asshole. Nintendo's actually a company that should be supported. You know, like something that's obvious bait. You know what I mean? But in VRChat, this is the only place where your impact actually has that personal value you would have in real life if you talk to someone out there. It's obviously not as much, but it's the most and closest you could get through the internet. Like if I cheer someone up in VRChat compared to like a Discord call or a text message or even a video call, it hits different because it feels like I'm really there comforting you. You know, even if you can't feel me, like maybe putting my hand on your shoulder or something, I don't know. But like you see me actually caring, my movement's slow. I'm like, I'm sorry you had to go through that, you know? Like it's different, it hits different. And that goes for everything on here, the good, the bad, the neutral. You know, you really feel it, it really impacts you. So that's what I mean. A lot of people don't see that unfortunately right now because the main content is the troll videos, let's be real. And I don't blame them. You know, they're easy videos to make. They're kind of what fits the VRChat. They're kind of what works for VRChat as a content thing on the algorithm of YouTube. There's not much we can do about that unless someone wants to make videos that are positive about VRChat. But even then, it's kind of impossible to make that on a regular basis unless you're the type who doesn't really mind losing the personal value of like making friends on here, because I thought of that, trust me, I really have, but I just don't have it in me. I like to do that because for me, I like meeting people. I truly like that. I don't want to make that a content thing. That is just my life. You know, it's just personal. It's like, hey, I want to meet someone. I want to be real and get to know them on a level that is only possible if I'm not on a level it's only possible if I'm not like holding a camcorder and being like, hey, this is gonna be on the internet, this is gonna be on YouTube, you know? It's like, no, that camcorder has to be, this is for memories at most. Like, you know, it makes things weird. So I would never do that. I just care too much, you know? The only times where I have done that, because obviously I do have a video where I was screwing around in public world, is public worlds. More specifically, like public worlds or trolls, like a ton of them. Like, I don't really feel like to me, it's like, okay, this isn't personal, this is goofy. You know, everyone's here, just, you know, let's be real. They're not here to be real. So, you know, I'll do that there, but like, when I'm actually trying to sit down, meet someone in here, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna like make that a content thing. I'm not about that. I'm telling you, VRChat can really make a difference. We just have to like be better on here as people. We have to be better than the dead inside trolls who come here to make it worse. And you know, the sad thing too is I think some of these trolls think they are doing a good thing, and on a surface level, kind of. So here's the unfortunate reality. These trolls will these trolls will like out bad people that should be outed and have consequences. The problem with that is it doesn't really do anything as much as we like to think it does. Like, yeah, it outs them to a degree, but let's be real, not everyone on VRChat is consistently watching these troll videos on a daily basis. So, you know, it wouldn't be too hard for these people to just make an alt account, continue doing their awful things in a different aspect of like VRChat, you know? Like, yeah, you can have like a horrible person in a furry community. Oh, well, guess what? They've been outed. Cool, they're done with. No, not really. All they have to do is switch from the furry community to the B Club side. You know, like, it's just the unfortunate reality of that. My take on this sort of thing is that we need to make the people who aren't terrible people more aware of how to deal with the terrible people. That's why I like VRChat, because again, if you're not stupid and you're not sending people, you know, pictures you shouldn't be sending them, let's be honest, you're not really gonna have any real world consequences. You know, at most, again, you have like social situations that make you feel bad, but like, you're alive. Your real life standing is the same, really, you know? Like, yeah, it sucks, you know, you got people that hate you here now. But like, guess what? VRChat's growing every day. There's like probably already a few thousand people you can meet that would love you right now. Actually, that's probably on the low end. And that's even for the terrible people. It's the scary part. On both sides. That's the thing in life, right? There's 8 billion people, and apparently, I've heard they miscounted, there's apparently more. So the reality is, like, there's gonna be someone that likes anyone, even the creepy, awful people that do horrific things are gonna have someone like them that would enjoy their company somehow. Like a real-life Joker and Harley Quinn situation. That could actually be a thing, let's be real. Like, there's enough humanity to go around for that, apparently. But that goes on the good end, too. Like, you know, if you're a little weird and you're a good person, you don't do anything awful, you're guaranteed to have someone think you're interesting in the world. You just gotta get yourself out there, you know? That's the good of VRChat in more of a general sense. But I have more personal stories. If you like to watch those, you could check them out in the description or wherever YouTube puts them nowadays. I have one video about my voice and just kind of going over that. It's more similar to this format. And I do more of like a freeform video where it's kind of like just a long ramble of how I've grown as a person over the years and why I don't give up on, you know, things getting better eventually and life getting better and whatnot and how that actually worked out. It's more of a personal video, more raw. It's 20 minutes, not really edited much. Check that out too. And you know, subscribe. I'm gonna be doing more yapping videos, at least I'm gonna try. But I think for right now, I want to have something in between. So I'm gonna do more consistent videos by editing some of the horror Let's Plays I've done in the past. I have I have 4 videos, which is all from the same live streams. I played one horror map that had like 4 different scenarios. It was actually pretty awesome. So, you know, look forward to that. Also, fair warning, if I sound a little different, I just got over being sick. I'm just gonna say that right now. This is like a whole week into me being sick. And my God, I'm glad I can move, like, without feeling body aches. I can actually monkey around again. Expect more live streams again, too. Oh, anyways, I'm gonna put this down.